She's my lady fair. Hey,
where are you going? This ain't the wet of the yard.
I know it. I gotta go see a guy. Hey, is Eddie Edwards around?
Yeah, right over there.
Hey, Jerry, what you gonna do?
You wait outside. Hello, Eddie.
What's the idea, Spawn? Oh, hello, kid. What's on your mind?
You ought to know when you're gonna get me a fight.
Oh, that, huh? Well, you gotta keep your shirt on, kid. I've been looking for a spot for you, but I haven't been able to find one yet. Besides, I'm busy.
Yeah, too busy placing these marble machines to worry about me getting a fight. Is that it?
So maybe it is. Whatever. Go on, get out of here. You're holding up a good game. Come on, scram.
Beat it before I lay one on you.
Listen, what's gonna lay one on me? Why, you...
You can't. How do I get that fight next week?
Well, sure, kid. You get a fight even if I have to pay somebody to get in the ring with you.
Gee, Eddie, thanks. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
All right.
Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Sure I am.
Let's go take care of that celery.
Gosh, Jerry, you sure know how to argue.
Hello, John.
Oh, how are you, Duke? Come on in.
Is Jerry home?
Well, he's still out in his truck, I guess. Why?
I've got a warrant for his arrest. Assault on battery and busting a plate glass window.
Mm-hmm. Well, who's he been fighting now?
4 or 5 guys. You ought to do something about that lad, John, or you'll be forwarding his mail to the calaboose.
What's wrong? Is Jerry hurt, Duke?
I don't think so. Well, the sergeant would have told me. But I'm afraid the other guys were. I've just been telling John he ought to do something about Jerry, Mrs. Davis. The boy is getting so he fights at the drop of the hat. He even tried to lick a cop the other night. And that's a bit hard on his head.
Well, I'll speak to him, Duke, as soon as he gets home.
And I'll see that he reports to you at the station house.
Okay. Maybe if he was to pay for the window, I could kind of talk to the desk sergeant about the assault and battery.
All right, thanks, Duke, thanks.
No, now, John, listen. Oh, I know, but John, listen, John.
Now, come on, Jimmy, hurry up. Hi, Pop. How's everything?
Everything is terrible. You're in trouble again. Duke Slattery's looking for you with a warrant.
A warrant for what?
Oh, fighting and breaking people's windows.
Oh, that. That's just part of my training.
Yeah? Well, then you'd better do your training on the truck.
Oh, listen, Pop, I got to train. I've got a fight next week.
You're not going to fight in that ring, Jerry. I'll not stand for it.
Oh, gosh, Mom. If he's got a fight, he might as well get paid for it. Besides, he might even be a champ someday.
Champ me, aye. Now, you're going to stay in the trucking business. Look at me. I started just the way you did, and look at me now. I'm foreman, and I make a good living, even if I do say it myself.
Ah, forget it, Pop. I'm not cut out for the trucking business. The fight racket's my meat. And don't you worry about Duke Slattery and that warrant of his. I got friends that can square that rap.
Meaning that manager of yours, I suppose, that cheap racketeer with his marble games and his slot machines.
Lay off, Eddie. He's making good dough. Hey, you forgot the shoes. Listen, just because you've been in the trucking business all your life, there's no reason why I should be a sucker.
Sucker? Are you calling me a
Oh,
sucker?
you'll change your mind when I'm a big shot boxer.
A big bully and bruiser, you mean? That's what you... You know, I've a good mind to take you down a peg.
Ah, lay off. Be your age. I could lick you with one hand.
Oh, you could you?
Yeah.
Well, you better start doing it right now, then.
I'm not taking that, not even from you.
Jerry! Stop it. Stop it this minute, do you hear me? Shame on you. Fighting your father.
Oh, Mom, he started it.
Well, suppose he
And
did.
I
start-
didn't...
Shame on him, too. I suppose it's me you'll be fighting next. The disgrace of it. Lifting your hand to an old man twice your age.
An old man, am I? Now, leave me at him, and I'll show you how old I am.
John, do you want the neighbors to hear
I
this?
don't care what the neighbors hear.
Shut the window, quick. Come, dear. I'll get you some lunch.
Ah, no, Mom, I'm off to the beach.
I mean, we're off to the beach.
That's right, kid. Come on.
Have you nothing to say to your father before you leave, Jerry?
Yeah. Well, Pop, I'm glad I didn't hit you. I'd hate to see my old man in the hospital.
But you know, someday I'll take...
Don't mind him, John. He'll turn out all right.
I hope.
Get in rumble seat, Jimmy. Hello, Kay.
Oh, Jerry.
You know, that's one thing I like about you. You never keep a guy waiting.
Thanks. Wish I could say the same for you. I've been waiting for you an hour.
Well, wait till I tell you why. Will you be surprised?
Why?
All set, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I'll tell you on the way to the beach.
Well, what's the big surprise?
I'm fighting next week.
That's no surprise. You're always fighting. It's getting so I hardly recognize you unless you have a bump on your forehead or a black eye.
I mean real fighting in the ring.
Jerry, you're not.
Yep. Before long, you'll be married to the world's champ.
Oh, no, I won't.
What makes you think I won't be champ? Well, right now I can take half of those heavyweights with one hand tied behind me.
Oh, it's not that, Jerry.
Well, what is it?
I just wouldn't marry a boxer, that's all.
What's wrong with being a boxer?
Everything, so far as I'm concerned. I don't like it or anybody connected with it. I had an uncle who was a boxer once, remember?
Yeah, he wound up in the booby hatch. But he wasn't a boxer, he was a punch catcher. Now, you take me,
I'll not take you, not with boxing.
Now, wait a minute.
Look here, Jerry. With that temper of yours, I'd spend enough time trying to patch you up if you stayed in the trucking business. But if you start getting black eyes professionally, I wouldn't have time to do my housework.
Okay, you'll change your mind as soon as I get in the big dough.
Oh, no, I won't.
See? More trouble. What'd I tell you?
Now, you pipe down, you.
Jerry! Hey, Jerry! Hey, Jerry, will you hold my locker key for me?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you kids later. I'm going in for a dip.
Now, watch yourself.
Well, if it ain't my fighter.
Oh, hello, Eddie. How are you?
And a sparring partner, too. Introduce a guy, will you?
Yeah, sure. This is Eddie Edwards, my manager. This is Kay Norton, my girl.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Norton.
How do you do, Mr. Edwards?
Come on over and join us. Part of the mob's over here getting a load of sun. Ace Scanlon, a couple of the boys and their gals. Ace can do you a lot of good, you know, kid.
Okay.
I thought we were going to a swim.
Oh, there's plenty of time for swimming, Miss Norton. You know who Ace Scanlon is, don't you?
Only from what I read in the papers. He's a racketeer, isn't he?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. He's a businessman, and he handles a lot of fighters, too. I'm going to get Jerry a spot with one of his boys next week.
So I heard. Well, you run along and meet Mr. Scanlon. I'll go in and swim and see you later.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I will.
I thought you would.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, that gal friend of yours has got plenty of moxie, kid.
Yeah, I didn't think she'd walk out on me.
You never can tell about dames. Come on over and meet Ace. I want you to meet Jerry Davis, that young fighter I was telling you about.
Hi,
Oh,
kid.
hi, fella.
Sit down and join us.
Thanks.
Want you to meet Chip Hayden, Tiny Dobbs.
How do you do?
Elsie,
Right.
the girls. Alice, Maggie, and Elsie.
Hello.
And Miss Private Property in person.
She's just Maxine to us. He looks like he could really fight.
I can, miss.
We'll find out about that next week. Cocktail?
No, thanks. I don't drink.
How about a glass of milk?
Where's Jerry?
Over there, he met some friends of his.
Hi, he seems to be doing all right, don't he? Yep. He seems to be enjoying himself plenty.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Oh, so you decided to do a little swimming after all.
Uh-huh. Still mad at me?
Still going to be a prize fighter?
Yeah, and it's all set. And the guy I'm fighting's gonna be a cinch. He'll never lay a glove on me.
You must care a lot for me to insist on fighting when you know how I feel about it.
Oh, come on now. If you're gonna start that, we might just as well go home.
It's a good idea.
Wait a minute. You know what I think about you.
I don't care what you think of me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyhow.
You can tell me in the car. I'm going in to get dressed.
Stubborn little brat.
You're all right. Hey, that's no way to treat a young lady. Can't you see she's frightened? Suppose the backwash had carried her out. What would you do then?
Who do you think you're pushing around?
Take it easy, young fella.
I'll take it easy yourself. I'm not scared of you, you big stiff. You're a nasty, mean little tough business, you are. Oh. Ooh.
Here, you mustn't do that.
Let go of me or I'll suck you one.
Oh, no, you won't.
No.
Say, somebody ought to teach you some manners.
Hey, what's the idea of picking on a kid? Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
For instance?
Me, for instance. I'm his brother. How would you like to teach me some manners?
Well, your brother was abusing this child. Now, I'm not looking for trouble.
Well, you're not, huh? Well, you get out of the way. You're gonna get some.
Who started this?
He did. He here first. The big fella here.
You want to prefer charges against him?
No, I think not.
Why, you...
Hey, now you go easy or I'll throw you clear off of this beach. Now come on, get out of here, snap into it. Get out of here. Break it up.
Shall we forget it?
Not me. Jerry Davis is my name, and fighting's my business. I'll see you again.
I'm afraid you will.
Come on, break it up. Get out
That's
of
a
here.
swell bow while it lasted, Jerry. Boy, how that guy gets slugged.
I just caught me off guard, that's all.
Jared forgot to duck.
Oh, shut up.
Who
is he anyway?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Say, he hits like a Class A fighter.
Yeah, I'd like to handle a guy that can slug like that.
What a sock.
Really good. Not bad looking.
Come on, kid.
Good day, Father.
Good day, George. Hey, Eddie. You don't think that my getting knocked down will make Ace change his mind about letting me fight, do you?
No, it'll just make him think you're a soft touch for his boy, that's all. You know, kid, Ace never breaks promises to me. I happen to know where the body's buried.
Yeah?
Sure. Between you and me, I'm just about as big a shot as he is when it comes to running certain things around this town. In fact, I may take over a few of his things one of these days.
Ready to go yet, Jerry?
Yeah, run out and see if Kay's waiting, will you?
Bet your pack of gum she's shortest.
Listen, I'll tell you something.
And I'll probably take him in 2 rounds, maybe 1. I'll bet anybody that fight don't go 5 rounds. I'll give 5 to 1 odds. How's that?
Higher, a little higher.
What?
Your hand.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Ace.
Well, how you feeling, kid?
Good enough to belt that fighter of yours.
Anyhow, you talk a good fight.
What do you mean?
Skip it. I want to see you outside for a minute, Eddie.
Okay. See you later, kid. What's up, Ace?
You remember what I told you about putting the marble games on the south side?
Sure, I remember. But I didn't think you'd squawk after what happened to Tony.
What do you know about that?
Only that he went riding with you one night and he never come back. Of course, down at the DA's office, I didn't know a thing. You didn't want me to tell him any different, did you, Ace?
No, certainly not.
Then it's all right about the marble games on the south side, huh?
Yeah, sure. Sure, Eddie, it's okay.
And our little deal for tonight?
That's okay, too.
That's swell. Come on, let's fix it. Just a minute, I'll bandage that hand.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Ace.
Hiya. Give me a glass of water, will you?
Hey, what's the idea?
That's all right, Al. Eddie's just going to make it a little fancier for you.
Yep, we're just going to cover up this little gadget with bandage, that's all.
When I find the new boy you're promoting?
That's still the idea, son.
But what's,
Oh, it's all right. Now, you just sit still and keep quiet.
It sure is a daffy racket. You putting the works in against your own boy?
Ah, pipe down, will you? You want to knock the guy out, don't you? That's the way our dough's riding.
Oh, I see.
He sees.
Boy, you'll never know what hit him. You finish tying this up, will you? Ace, I'll see you after the payoff.
Right.
Sure can't beat this.
Quiet, you wear yourself out.
Gosh, Dad, don't Jerry look swell?
Ladies
I
and
bet he knocks him out in the first.
Maybe.
The next event, 6 rounds in this corner at 196 3/4 pounds. The fighting truck driver, Jerry Davis. Come on, Jerry. In this corner at 190 pounds, the pride of Plum Avenue, Al Robick.
You boys protect yourself at all times. Watch your low punches, shake hands now, and come out fighting.
Jerry, get up!
Three,
Get
four,
up, Jerry!
6,
Quicker than I thought.
8, 9, 10.
I said it the way Jerry said it would be.
Well, maybe driving a truck will be good enough for him now.
Maybe we'd better get a doctor.
Nah, he'll be all right in a minute. Keep on working on him. When he comes to, you tell him he's no longer my fighter.
Hey! Hey! What round is this?
Take it easy, kid. The fight's over.
Over.
Yes, you set a new record by getting knocked out in 4 seconds flat.
Knocked out? Me?
Yeah, not only that, but Eddie said you ain't his fighter anymore.
Huh?
Now, look, you hit the showers and get a good night's sleep. It'll help chase those birdies you've been hearing for the last half hour.
You mean that guy knocked me out? Are you sure?
Well, we're pretty sure. But we'll check up with the guys that carried you in here.
Tough luck, kid, but don't take it too hard.
Thanks. But tell me something. Didn't I even hit that guy once?
He never got a chance. He tagged you with his right hand and curtains.
I feel like I was hit with a hammer.
That's right. Eddie put this in Robeck's right glove. Why, he and Ace Scanlon will ain't even dough that you'd get KO'd. And I'm going to take this to the boxing commissioner's office tomorrow.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm taking that to Eddie right now.
What makes you think he's a fighter? Well, he'll never win any prizes for the way he worked today.
Did you ever see a guy go out as fast as he did when Al tagged him? I could have knocked him out with just the gloves. He was wide open.
It's like a trap, huh? Pipe down about that hardware.
He's some fighter, this kid.
Well, if it ain't the one-punch kid himself, what do you want?
Here are your knuckles, double-crosser. Now stand up while I give you a taste of mine.
Hey, have you gone crazy?
Someday I'll catch you in a ring when you haven't got loaded gloves. I'll tell him when he comes to, I'm tickled to death I'm not his fighter.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Take his tie off, Ace.
Open his shirt.
Give him some
Come on,
water.
stand back. Let him get some air. He'll be all right.
Say, he's taking a long count. Do you think he's okay?
Well, he's still breathing. He'll be okay in a minute. It's too bad the rat didn't crack his skull when he took that dive. Jip, get them all out of here. You tell Al to take the girls down and get us some chop suey.
I get it. Say, girls, how would you all like to go out and get a load of chop suey? Maybe you get them out of here. Look, Ace and I'll join you in a few minutes.
Oh, but you can't leave him out here.
Don't worry about that. We'll take good care of him. Go ahead. We'll see you in a few minutes. Al, you take care of the girls.
We'll take care of the check.
See you later, Bob.
Well, anyhow, I haven't got a career to worry about anymore. I hate to think what those morning papers are going to say. Jerry Davis flattened in 4 seconds for a new world's record.
Well, I'm glad it happened the way it did. It really means you're going to give up boxing.
It's the other way around. Boxing gave me up.
Oh, forget it, Jerry. You're better off whether you know it or not. Well, I think I'll run along. Call me tomorrow?
Hello, copper. What's on your mind?
Your name, Jerry Davis?
That's right.
There's a call out for you. They want to see you down at headquarters.
I forgot to report to Slattery about that window I busted.
You're wrong. It's more serious than that. Eddie Edwards is dead. They say that you slugged him. Now, come on, get out of the car.
But, Jerry...
Then tell me this, Mr. Scanlon. Do you still insist you had absolutely no knowledge of the loaded boxing glove?
None whatever.
I object. The question is irrelevant and immaterial, and I move that the witness's answer be stricken from the record.
Objection sustained. The question will be stricken from the record.
Your witness.
He's lying.
I know. Take it easy.
Mr. Scanlon, tell me, who struck the first blow?
I don't remember. All I know is they started a fight.
But who was the aggressor?
Well, if you put it that way...
I do.
Jerry started the fight. He came busting into my apartment looking for Eddie.
Were they enemies?
He was Jerry's manager.
Answer my question.
They had a little misunderstanding.
Was Davis drunk?
Of course not. The kid don't drink.
Was Edwards drunk?
He had had a few drinks.
In other words, Jerry Davis was in full possession of his physical and mental faculties, while Edwards was more or less helpless from drink.
Objection. Sustained.
Your Honor, I am attempting to reconstruct a true picture of what took place. A man, cold sober, deliberately attacking one who was sodden with drink.
Then Jerry grabbed Eddie, jerked him out of his chair. Then he hit him. Eddie fell and his head struck the base of the fireplace.
Jerry was all set to go to work on Eddie when he came up to the apartment that night.
Well, after Davis struck Edwards, did he regain consciousness?
No. We didn't know that Eddie was dead until after Davis left. And we discovered that his skull had been crushed on a marble base in front of the fireplace.
Character witnesses have testified that the defendant has led a morally clean life, that he does not drink, and that his one desire is to become a trained fighting machine. He had the courage of arrogant conceit and the confidence of self-glorification. And with his fists, he battered his brutal way toward the goal that he had set for himself. And that same arrogance and conceit has taken a human life. And this man, Jerry Davis, must pay for it with the years of his own youth.
In consideration of your youth, the court is disposed to be merciful. But unfortunately, your record as a troublemaker stands against you. It is the judgment of the court that you shall be imprisoned in the state penitentiary for a period of 5 years.
So, you're sending me up just because I know how to... Just because I took a punch at a dirty, rotten double-crosser. Well, all right, I'll keep on fighting. The only way they can keep me shut up in that pen is to smash the life out of me. I'll show you! I'll show you!
What happened here?
What happened? A troublemaker arrived this morning. And look at the mug he made in my camera.
I won't stand for it, I tell you. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. He came in here and wrecked this joint. Just look at that. He stuck fingerprints all over my face.
Oh, here, I'm going to take a shower, huh? What's going on in here?
Oh, there's a new fish in there named Davis. They're trying to give him a bath.
Cut this off. Will you shut off the water? What is it? This guy don't want to take a bath.
Yeah, and I'm not going to either.
And why not?
Who wants to take a bath in a dirty joint like this?
Oh, so you're a fancy guy, eh?
Who says I'm a fancy guy?
Well, if we'd have known you were going to be like this, we'd have got out the scented soap and the bath salts for you.
What do I have to take a bath for anyhow? I just had one in the county jail this morning.
Regulations. And you're here to be regulated. You ever been in the hospital?
I've never been sick a day in my life.
Well, you're sick now and you don't know it, and we're going to make you well. Try to get that through your dumb head.
Say...
Get into that uniform. I got a job for you. All right, give me some towels.
All right, here you are. Here you are.
Hey, what am I supposed to do with these coal scuttles?
What do you think you're supposed to do with them? Put them on your feet.
Not on my feet. If you think I'm going to go slapping around in these things, you're crazy.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it, you don't have to wear them.
Right. Now, what about these pants?
Well, what about them?
Well, they don't fit. I'll fall out of them in a minute.
Well, we'll get you a rope. You can tie them up.
Do you think I'm going to run around here looking like a clown? What am I here for, to give you guys laughs?
Well, you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to wear them either.
Right. You said it. Now, give me a pair of pants.
Just a minute. Too late for that. You're on the boiler room detail. Come on.
Well, I got to wear pants and shoes.
Hey, what's the matter, big boy? You're going to go soft on us?
Okay, where's your boiler room?
This way. Come on, let's go. Put him on the boiler room detail.
Yes, sir. One for the boiler room detail. Get in there.
Well, if it ain't the Queen of the May.
Hey, you! Quiet, you men. Take it. Left face. Forward. Come on. Left. Left.
What's the matter? Having a little trouble?
Trouble? There's nothing but trouble in this joint. I'm through. Do you get that? I quit.
Oh, no, you don't. This is one closed shop where there's no walking out. Now get busy, tough guy. Here.
Want to see me, Bert?
Yes, I need your advice, Neil. It's about one of the men, a fellow named Davis.
Jerry Davis?
Well, you've heard of the trouble we're having with him.
Yes, I intended to see him and have a little talk with him. Gets used to the place and calms down a little. From what I hear, it'd be useless right now.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Here's the card on him. The point is, this is Visitor's Day. His family were here. They just left. And there's a young lady out there now, a Miss Norton. She was here once before, but he was acting up so badly that day I couldn't let anybody see him.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I want you to have a talk with her. Maybe she can help us straighten him out. If she is in love with him, she's more likely to confide in you than in me.
I see. You want to work on him through the girl, hmm?
Exactly. Can I leave it in your hands, Neil?
Sure.
Fine. Send Miss Norton to my office. Thanks, Neil. I hope Davis is worth all the trouble we're taking.
You wanted to throw this radio right out the window one time, didn't you?
Yes, why?
All it needed was a little overhauling. Maybe it'll be that way with Davis.
Well, I hope you can do it. Miss Norton?
Yes.
You step in here, please.
Isn't the warden here?
I'm the man you're to talk to, Miss Norton.
But
I'm Father Connor, the prison chaplain.
I came here to see Jerry Davis.
You're going to see him. But first, I want to talk to you.
What about?
About Jerry. Won't you please sit down? You see, Jerry's been rather hard to handle since he came here.
In what way, Father?
Well, the warden tells me he has a tough guy complex.
Yes, I know. He is quick-tempered. He was always like that. But he isn't bad, Father. He doesn't belong here.
But he is here. And if you care for him, as I assume you do, then you must try and help him make the best of it.
I'll do what I can. But I doubt if I can reason with him. You see, he believes he's innocent. That's why he's fighting. Won't you try to help him?
I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you.
But as long as he's bitter and resentful, we can't help him. So when you see him, try not to make him feel sorry for himself.
That won't be easy. Because I believe he's innocent.
What makes you say that? Jerry had a fair trial. The jury convicted him.
But the coroner's report said there were 3 wounds on Edward's head. One on the jaw where Jerry hit him, another where his head struck the marble base. But they never explained how he got the blow that crushed his temple.
Well, Jerry had a reputation for hitting people. I doubt if you could make anyone else believe that he hadn't done that, too.
I believe it so strongly that I've taken a job in Ace Scanlon's office, hoping that someday I can find something that will prove Jerry innocent. When I do, I'll come to you. And now, may I see Jerry now?
Certainly. And remember, no sympathy.
Yeah, honey, you just missed the family. They've only been gone for a minute.
Did they give you all my messages?
Yeah, sure. But it's not the same as seeing you.
Well, I tried to get here last week, but...
They wouldn't let you, huh? Well, I figured on that. Listen, there's no reason in the world why you can't come to see me. I've
Jerry,
got some
please.
right.
It wasn't that. Just that I couldn't get away from the office, that's all.
Well, that's different.
Jerry, why are you making so much trouble here?
Say, what is this? You come here to see me and right away you put the blast on. Who told you I've been making trouble?
Father Connor,
Who's he?
the chaplain.
Well, listen, you can tell
Jerry,
him...
Jerry, listen to me. You're here. It's unfortunate, but you are. Why not try to make the best of it? Fighting will only keep you here longer.
Oh, I know it, but what do I care? They sent me up here for something I didn't do. Why should I let them push me around without fighting back?
Jerry, won't you try for me? I'm waiting for you until you're free. We won't have to wait so long if you get time off for good behavior. Can't you see that? Oh, Jerry, please.
Well, all right. But I'm not going to let them pull any fast ones on me. They won't get to first base with me.
All right, time's up.
Jerry.
Hey! It's not in my department, but something's haywire. Take a look at that gauge.
Yeah, thanks. It's way past the danger mark. I'll tell the engineer.
The main valve is thrown out. Get out of there, all of you.
There's you, men. Open, Donnelly, Shelton, Davis. Wait a minute, there's one missing.
It's Bill Nolan. He's in there. I saw him. Go in.
You can't get in there, Davis. Hey, Bill, Nolan.
You can't go in there. Get away from this door, brother. You're the man in there. Get away from this door, brother. Get away from here. Give me your hand, fellas. Let me tell. Thanks. Get that door. There's a man in there. Get away from this door. There's a man in there.
Are you all right? How's Nolan? Is he alive?
Bill, are you all right?
I'm all right. Stand back and give him some air, man.
Thanks, Jerry.
All right now. Anybody hurt?
We don't know about Nolan, sir. Davis rushed in and saved him, or else he'd been killed.
Are you all right, Davis?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Take this man to the infirmary.
Easy, boys. Put him on that stretcher.
That was a courageous act, Davis.
I don't want anything from you.
Well, you're going to get it, nevertheless. You deserve some sort of reward.
Yeah? Well, then tell that guy to give me a pair of pants that fit. Look at these.
Hey, get a load of these pants. They're not bad. They had them all the time. They was just too lazy to go digging for them.
Yeah. You better report back here in the morning for redressing.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Hey, kid. Looks like they're sicking the chaplain on you.
He won't get to first base with me. I came here to do my bit, not to get saved.
Hello, Jerry. Remember me?
So you're the chaplain here in the pen, huh?
That's right. Now we can start from scratch.
Forget it.
Oh, come on. Be a good sport, Jerry. Many a better man than you has taken a beating and made the best of it.
So you're going to work on me, huh?
Well, we could all stand a little overhauling.
It'd take a better man than you.
That's what you thought that day down at the beach, too.
Oh, you're fighting again, huh? You'll get plenty for this.
What's the matter, Lee?
I saw him hit your father.
Oh, that? Ah, that's my fault. I stuck my jaw right into it. You see, I gave Jerry one boxing lesson, and now he wants to continue the instruction.
Well, it's none of my business, but I wouldn't mix with that guy. We got orders to watch him. He thinks he's a tough egg.
No, he's mistaken.
Okay, Father.
Making a play for the grandstand, huh?
You can think so if you want to. But if you ever take another crack at me, I'm going to knock you right on your ear. For the good of your soul.
Yeah, lay off. My soul's my own, isn't it?
You're still wrong. You don't own it. You merely have the use of it while you're on Earth. You're supposed to return it in good condition. My job is to give you a hand. Or a fist, as the case may be. Smoke?
You couldn't peddle me a thing.
There's a light in the window that's shining tonight in the little white house on the hill. And it's shining to lead me with its kindly light to the little white house on the hill. And through the ravine where the valley is green, a blue rippling stream wanders still. Let me stroll through the valley in dreamland tonight to the little white house on the hill.
Look at that, Jerry. The chaplain's getting an earful.
Yeah, well, I'll give him a couple of earfuls. Go on, play Lulu.
Lulu? Have you met my Lulu? She's my lady fair. Oh, I've gone for many. There's none like Lulu anywhere. No one loves like Lulu. She don't miss a bet. She's the sweetest ever, the smarter gal you've never met. Now she's got a bill that is streamlined. Oh, I'm a lucky dog. She's something in the dreamline. You'd order from a catalog. Now when it comes to kissing, Lulu takes a bow. When it comes to loving, a super special gal knows how. Oh, say, have you met my Lulu? Lulu is my new gal now.
Well, how'd you like that one, Father?
I like the other one better.
Yeah, you guys all fall for that sentimental hokum.
That's right. Sentiment gets me every time. You've got a good voice. Has it ever been trained?
Well, I used to sing in the choir at St. Cecilia's when I was a kid, and then when I got older, the choir master gave me some lessons, but I never could see anything in it.
Might be a career in it if you take it seriously. I haven't seen you at chapel or any of our meetings, have I?
No, and you're not gonna. I can sleep a whole lot better right here on my bunk than I can there.
Oh, why don't you give me a trial next Sunday? Maybe I'll keep you awake.
Do you think I want to come to hear that chorus of bullfrogs that you call a choir?
Well, the boys do the best they can. What we really need is a soloist. Too bad we haven't someone here with nerve enough to attempt it.
Yeah, what nerve would that take?
Well, you know how the boys are. They'd be apt to razz one of their own crowd.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try to razz me.
No, I don't know. No, I don't think you could do it.
What do you mean I couldn't do it? Listen, if I started to sing, they'd listen and like it.
I'd be glad to have you, Jerry, but if you got stage fright and broke down, it wouldn't be so good.
Stage fright? Singing to a bunch of yeggs?
Did you ever sing Schubert's Ave Maria?
Yeah, sure. A long time ago.
All right, I'll send you a copy. You sing next Sunday.
Hey, wait a minute. Who started this?
You did? Why? You getting cold feet?
Oh, no, of course not. Only I thought that...
Okay, I just wanted to know. Good night, Jerry.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Charlie, how do you like that guy? Stage fright.
So you're going to be a choir boy, huh?
Yeah, so what?
Oh, nothing. Only we feel that's the first step to being a pigeon. And we ain't got no use for pigeons.
Wait a minute. Suppose I played a joke on him.
Meaning what?
Suppose I sang another number instead of the one he's expecting to hear.
Say, kid, you'd hand the boys the biggest laugh of the year.
Do you think he's going to do it?
Sure is. He's going to sing Lulu right in here.
When a man finds himself in a place like this, he's apt to feel that he's all washed up. That's the wrong attitude to take. No matter how many mistakes we make, we all get another chance. So, as you count the days off on your calendars, don't brood over your past. Forget that part of your life. Look to the future, to the time when you shall leave here and pick up your life where you left off. Any fool can keep on fighting the world. The man with real courage is the one who takes his licking and profits by it. The fellow who gets up on his feet and says, well, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. Maybe I'm wrong, so I'll start all over again. I want every mother's son of you to remember that no matter how cloudy it is today, there's always one more tomorrow. We will now have a song by Jerry Davis. He was going to sing Ave Maria, but if he has any other ideas, that's up to him.
Ave Maria. Ave Maria.
Crossed us up.
Oh, shut up.
Hello, Ace.
Hello, Chip. Why the grin?
Oh, I just read something on the radio column that'll really hand you a laugh.
What is it? Who do you think is going to sing on the air tonight from the big house?
I couldn't guess.
Our old friend, one-round Jerry Davis.
Are you kidding?
No, there it is. Look at it.
A crooner, huh?
Yes, I always thought we did him a favor by cutting his fighting career short.
Excuse me. Here's that file you wanted. Anything else?
That's all. Right now.
Not bad.
Better than that.
Up to now, I've devoted my program entirely to conversation. But beginning with tonight, I'm trying a new attack. If you like it, be sure and let me know. You're about to hear from an inmate of this institution, and the song he will sing was written by himself. I've been given permission to use his name, and it is with genuine pleasure that I introduce Mr. Jerry Davis.
In the lives of one and all, with the sun some rain must fall. Perhaps it's just as well. What we're looking forward to, if our dreams are coming true, another dawn will tell. One more tomorrow may be kind to you. Perhaps you'll find the dreams you thought had fallen through. Maybe another day.
Quiet. He's got a good voice. Listen to him.
To wake up and start anew. So face your sorrow with a smile or two. Someday you'll laugh when you recall that you were blue. There's happiness ahead, so put your troubles to bed. One more tomorrow will soon dawn for you. One more tomorrow may be kind to you. Perhaps you'll find the dreams you thought had fallen through. Maybe another day will give you the heart to wake up and start anew. To start anew. So face your sorrow with a smile or two. Someday you'll laugh when you recall that you were blue. There's happiness ahead. So put your troubles to bed. One more tomorrow will soon dawn for
Thank you, Jerry Davis. That concludes our program for tonight. We'll be with you again next Wednesday evening. Thank you very much, Jerry. Don't go just yet. I want to talk to you about the broadcast for Wednesday.
Excuse me, Father. You want it on the phone.
Thank you. Come along, Jerry. Father Connor speaking.
This is Kay Norton, Father. I just heard the broadcast. I don't know how to thank you. For what you've done for Jerry. Well, he's a different boy. I know from his voice.
Would you like to tell him that? Hold on just a minute, will you? Jerry, here's a call from your first fan.
You mean from somebody outside?
Jerry, I just heard you. You were grand.
Oh, thanks, Kay. It's great to hear your voice.
Jerry, aren't you glad you stopped fighting?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Goodbye, Jay.
Well, Jerry, you want to take another sock at me?
I don't know, Father. I guess this is your round.
What'd you hear? You're bringing them through in a minute.
This is a good spot. We can get a gander at him from here.
Hey, what's it all about?
Bringing in 7 new fish. Hey, that ought to interest you, kid.
Why?
Hey, your old friend Jip Hayden's in the bunch.
Yeah, how do you know?
We find out things. This is just like a little city, ain't it?
Jip was a witness in your trial, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Hey, here they come.
That's him, remember him?
I ought to remember him. If it wasn't for Jip Hayden, I wouldn't be here.
What did he draw?
5 years flat for extortion. But I'll cut that down for him.
Yeah?
Yeah,
He must have set you up good.
he did. Him and that partner of his.
Don't you wish Scanlon was here, too?
Yeah.
No, she's still off. I'll get in there to have another look at the drive shaft. Will you go on up there and shut her off? Yeah, but watch your step. I'll yell okay when she's dead. Okay, she's off. Does that do it? Right. Now put a red flag on her and tie her off. Come on down and help me.
Nothing more I can do. You stay here and call me if you need me. If he wants anything, get it for him. Can't do him any harm.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Hello, kid. I sent you up here to see me go, huh?
No, you'll be all right.
Don't be silly. I know my number is up. Say, have you got a cigarette?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Thanks. You know, you're all right, kid. You oughtn't to be in a stir.
Well, I'm here now, so that's that.
No, really. I'm not kidding. I'm on my way out now. I can talk. You didn't kill Eddie.
What are you talking about?
Remember the night you came up to Ace's apartment and you clipped Eddie on the chin? And then you ran out, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, After you left, Ace and me took a look at Eddie. He was doing all right. He was breathing okay. And all of a sudden, Ace gets an idea. And he tips me off to get everybody out of the joint. Well, dames like to eat, you know that, kid. And then when we were alone, Ace picked up a bronze statue from the mantel. And he did it.
I thought they were pals.
They were. But Eddie pushed them around. And Ace thought it was a swell chance to get rid of him. And he made it look like you did it.
Hey, Doc! Doc! Hey, open up. I gotta see the doc. Doc, Chip Hayden just spilled the dope that I didn't kill Eddie Edwards. Come on, quick. I want you to hear him tell it.
What?
Yeah. He thinks he's dying. Hurry up, Doc.
Chip, tell the doc what you just told me. Go on, tell him. What's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? Doc, he's not... Oh, Doc, I just talked to him. Chip!
Oh, no, Doc. No. No, Doc. No. He's got to tell me. Listen, Doc, he's the only one who can get me out of this place. He's got to tell... Chip! Chip!
Yeah, take it easy, old man. That won't get you anywhere.
I tell you, Father, he said it. I heard him say it. He told me that Ace Scanlon killed Eddie. You've got to believe me. You've got it.
Even if I did believe you, Jerry, no one else would. No court would accept your unsupported statement of what a man said now that the man is dead.
You mean I got to stay here and keep on serving time for a crime that I didn't do? Well, I won't do it. I tell you, I won't do it. They can't keep me here.
Steady, Jerry. You can't tear down everything we've built up. Let me have this round, won't you?
All right, Father.
Is Ace in, or is the answer still no?
Still no.
Well, do you mind giving him a message for me?
Certainly not.
Tell him he can't brush me off like I never meant anything to him.
Yes?
Get me that Southside collection statement out of the file, will you?
Yes, sir.
So he's not in, huh?
He must have...
Through the window, I know.
How'd you get in here?
Through the door. Your cute little trick outside said you weren't in. But I heard your darling voice.
Well, you know how those things are. How have you been?
I'm not here to talk about my health.
Well, what is on your mind?
You can't get rid of me. Now, you get rid of that ice cream blonde, or you won't be seeing any more women.
No? Why?
I've got enough on you to land you in jail for life. Maybe burn you, that's why.
Yeah? What, for instance?
Lots of things. That Edwards killing. You did that.
Now, you listen to me. I'm not taking you back, and I'm not afraid of anything you can tell. Is that clear?
Oh, you're not. Well, maybe you'll change your tune after I keep my date with the DA.
You got more sense than that. You wouldn't rat on me.
I wouldn't. You'll find out, you double-crossing two-timer. Just wait!
Yeah, kid, here's your pass slip. Bring them right out.
Where are we going?
Don't tell him much around here, do they? He's riding over to the morgue with a stiff.
Who is it?
A lifer named Tate. He's finally getting out. Feet first.
Well, that's one way.
Yeah. The other way is waiting and being a good boy. Unless he's got ideas.
What kind of ideas?
I was in your place, riding in and out of here in that ambulance every once in a while. I'd get to the guy that framed me into this joint and make him talk, even if I had to kill him. You're a sucker for staying in here, kid.
Yeah. Maybe I am.
Look out, here they come.
Father Connor's with Warden Vance. I told him you were here, and it was very urgent. He'll be right up.
Thank you.
Here they are now.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Miss Norton. Oh, you know Warden Vance.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Father, I told you I'd come to you when I had enough evidence to prove Jerry Davis innocent. Well, I've got that evidence now. I know Ace Scanlon killed Edwards.
What? Scanlon?
Yes. Now I need your help. You've got to take me to the governor. He must listen to me. Jerry Davis didn't do it. I told you that.
All right, Miss Norton. Tell us in detail.
Then you'll take me to the governor?
Of course, my dear. Only tell us what you know.
I overheard a woman accuse Scanlon of the Edwards murder. She threatened to tell the district attorney everything she knew.
Go on.
I was in the outer office when this girl, Maxine, came in. And then Jip said, I always thought we did him a favor by cutting short his fighting career.
And then later, when you heard this Maxine accused Scanlon of the murder, he didn't deny it?
No. He said, take it easy, not so loud.
You see, Governor, how everything fits together?
If only Jip Hayden had lived long enough for someone to have taken his confession.
But Jerry heard it.
Father, you certainly believe in Jerry Davis, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You have a pretty strong case here.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'll call you back. Hi, Judge.
White night.
Fine.
Hardy Tate, age 57, white. Born New York City, October 3rd, 1880. Died state penitentiary, this state. Cause of death?
Get me District Attorney Hammond, please. We'll reopen the case, and if we can prove the truth of all this evidence, Davis will soon be pardoned.
Governor, I can't tell you how grateful I am.
And I want to thank you, Governor, and also for including us in your program tonight.
Well, it's the other way around, isn't it?
Well, then, thanks for the use of the State House.
That's more like it. Hello? Yes, I did, Hal. Remember the Eddie Edwards case? Well, sufficient new evidence has been placed before me to warrant reopening the case. That's right. Now, I want you to have your men pick up A.C. Scanlon on suspicion of murder. Yes, issue a warrant at once. Now, just a moment. I'll give you all the information.
Excuse us, Governor. We'll see you at the broadcast.
We have 3 state witnesses against Scanlon. The first is Maxine, who lives at 74...
Oh, I have a call for Warden Vance. Oh, Warden, this is for you. They're calling you from the prison. You can take it right there.
Thank you. Hello, yes? Hello, Dave. What?
Well, we were at the morgue, and one minute he was standing right there. And the next thing I knew, he was gone.
Well, you mean to say he just disappeared? Uh-huh. Put Dave back on the phone. It's about Jerry. Listen, Dave, now don't let Judd spill anything and keep him with you. And don't send out an alarm. Let me handle it. I'll call you right back, yes.
What about Jerry?
Your prize experiment has made a getaway.
What?
Oh, no.
Just when everything was looking so rosy for him, we go to all the trouble of landing him on the governor's broadcast, and now he jams up the works by running away. Puts us in a fine spot with the governor.
Don't let it break. I think I know where he is. Where does Scanlon live?
The Carlton, 925 Brookside.
925 Brookside. I'll go right over there, Bert.
Listen, if he doesn't make that broadcast...
He'll make it. I'll have him there.
You hope.
Warden, that's a very interesting broadcast you're having tonight.
Yes, we hope so. Well, good night. Come on, Miss Norton.
All right. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. Hello, kid. How'd you get out?
Pressed out, just to see you.
Well, I'm glad you looked me up. I got some friends in Kansas City who'll hide you out. I'll get you some dough and some clothes for a new front.
I don't want any of your dough. Why did you send me up to the pen for a murder that you did?
You're a little stir-crazy, kid.
Oh, no, I'm not. Chip told me everything just before he died. He told me how you crushed Eddie's head in with one of those statues.
Now, listen, kid, you got it all wrong. Chip was lying.
That's what you say. But if he'd lived long enough to tell the warden the same story he told me, you'd be right up there right now.
Oh, so he told nobody but you, eh?
But that won't do you any good, because I'm going to get a confession from you in writing.
Now, listen, kid, let's talk sense. You're out of stern now. You don't want to jam yourself up. If I help you get away clean, you can make a fresh start somewhere.
I don't want anything from you except that confession.
Ah, you're crazy.
And if I don't get it, I'll be sent up for a real murder instead of a phony.
Now, listen, kid.
Start right. waited a long time for this, Scanlon.
Don't be a fool, Davis. You wouldn't do that. They'd hang you.
Well, at least they'd have me for doing something.
Now listen, Jerry.
Go on, tell me that you killed Edwards. I want to hear it just once before I get you. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Jerry, don't. Now listen, kid.
Jerry, you stay out of this. You didn't believe me when I told you that he did it and you wouldn't do anything about it.
I believed you, Jerry, but we have to have more proof. Living proof.
That's what I'm here for.
Now, listen, Jerry. I've always said there's one more tomorrow for the fellow who doesn't lose faith, haven't I? Well, your tomorrow holds plenty of promise if you don't spoil it. I want you to leave right now for the broadcast. You've just got time to make it. Go on.
I can't leave you alone with him.
We won't be alone very long. The police are on their way.
What? Police, why?
Hello, Ace. What's the matter? Somebody dead? Get out of here, Jerry. You've only got a few minutes.
I'm sticking.
Let's go, chick.
Well, Father, looks like our round.
But it's just a technicality. Get back to the broadcast. I'll let them know you're coming. Yeah.
Who is it?
Police. All right, open the door.
Well. How are you, Father Connor? It looks like you've been having a little trouble here.
Yeah, a little.
Better take care of him, Joe.
No, he's with me. There's Mr. Scanlon. This gun belongs to him.
Yeah, we have a warrant for his arrest. Sorry we were late.
Yeah, so are we. We're broadcasting over the State House. I want you to call me up. Let me know how this comes out. Come on, Jerry.
Okay, Father. But, Joe, get me some water and some ice. When I serve the warrant on this guy, I want him to know about it. Come on, you. Come on.
Have you heard anything yet?
Not a word.
The broadcast starts in 3 minutes. Isn't there anything more we can do?
I don't know what. I've got the whole telephone company and 4 squad cars busy trying to get Scanlon's apartment.
We've got less than 3 minutes. Has he left the prison yet?
Yes, he left the prison. I do know that.
I understand either Jerry or Father Connor have shown up. What do you suppose happened?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
You think we'll make it, Father?
Can't try much harder, Jerry.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I want you to tell the governor what you just told me. Wait a minute. Now put him right on. Governor, listen to this, please.
Yes, Governor Donald speaking.
Look. Look, here they come. Jerry. Your eye, what's happening?
We were afraid you weren't going to get here. So are we.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the rotunda of the state capitol, we are happy to present another in the series of famous broadcasts by Father Neil Connor. Father Connor.
Before we start the program tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Chief Executive of the state, who has a message of interest to every listener who has followed his career, Governor James McDonough.
Good evening, my friends. Before I enter into any of the affairs of state, I want to say something about Jerry Davis. For weeks, radio listeners have bombarded me with letters and telegrams asking that I pardon Jerry Davis. Tonight, I am happy to grant their request. Mr. Davis, as governor of this state, it is my privilege to rectify, insofar as is humanly possible, the injustice which has been done you. I grant you herewith my executive pardon. You're a free man.
Do you hear that, John? Jerry's free.
And now, in celebration, Jerry will sing One More Tomorrow.
One more tomorrow may be kind to you. Someday you'll laugh when you
Even if he is a crooner, he's still our boy.